Here are 10 things you don't want to do when eBay dropshipping, and let's dive right into it. I'm going to share a secret with you guys. If you want to get yourself guaranteed banned off eBay, then you want to go ahead and do this. But for the first one, you do not want to list too many products at one time. Now, if you're a beginner, you definitely want to be listing between 10 to 15 products at once, and that should be in a single day. That should be all you're doing. Just list 10 to 15. Eventually your listings is actually going to go up. If you want to get banned, then go ahead and list about 100 products at once. Now, you might get away with it if you're someone who's already had an eBay account for several years. You've listed a few products already. You can list about 100 and nothing's gonna happen. But if you're a beginner, you definitely want to stay away from this. The second thing you want to avoid doing is ignoring VERO. So VERO, or VERO, is simply products that people have a certified right to, and they are able to actually report you if they find you listing their products without rights or without actually having permission to do so. So I'm actually saying this to you guys because I have been in that situation myself. I have actually been suspended for 3 days, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. But what happened was I got a warning just for listing a VERO product at first. They told me not to, they took off the product, but then I decided to find a different item from that same brand, thinking I'll get away with it simply because it's not the same item. But of course, literally a few months down the line, they eventually said, cool, I listed this product for the second time after a warning, and I've been suspended for 3 days. And if I do it again, then I'm going to be suspended for a week. So it's definitely not worth the suspension, because the worst part about it is this item that I decided to even list up got no sales in literally like 2 to 3 months. It was literally just a waste. But it was good I experienced this, so that way I'm able to share it with you guys. And this is proof right here. You guys can see I got no sales around this period for this 3 days. So when I did get banned, they took off all my listings. Eventually it did pick up, which is good. On the third day, eventually I started getting some sales, then everything went back up and went back to normal. So it is good that everything recovered for me. Right now I'm making about 1k sale a week, so 3 days taken off from that was actually significant, so it's definitely not worth it. Now, the third thing you don't want to do is start with a high profit margin. When you're starting, your main focus is to get reviews, your main focus is to get your sales building up, and your biggest goal is to try to hit that top rated seller, because there's a lot of bonuses that comes with that. So as you guys can see, I actually have my profit markup at 10%, which is all right for me because I've been doing this for several months now. I'm still getting sales regardless, and I try to just push it up a little bit more so I can actually increase my sales. But if you're starting, then I would definitely recommend having this on 7%. You can ignore all of these, but you definitely want to have the profit markup and the eBay fees pretty much the way you see right here, something along that line. Anyway, you can test the water, see how it works for you. But I believe starting with a low profit will definitely increase your sales. You will notice it. But when you do increase your listings and you have about 1,000 listings, then you can definitely increase this because you're going to get sales regardless. Now, the fourth is not being patient. Guys, this is something that you have to be patient with. Just as you don't want to list too many products at the same time, that means it's going to take time for you to list several products to get to like 1,000+ listings. And at the same time, you have to understand the more listings you have, the more sales you're probably going to get. If you have about 100 listings and your conversion rate is about 2%, probably less, then you're gonna sell about 2 items every other day. So you do have to be patient, but don't worry, when you get to that 500+ listings, 700, 1,000, then you can begin to actually earn a lot more money. Right now I am on about 1,000 listings, and you can see I'm currently getting sales of about 1,100 every single week. In the past 31 days, I've actually sold 4,300 worth, and that is including the period when I got banned. So if I didn't, then this might be on about 4.5 or 4.7. Now, for the fifth thing you don't want to be doing is using a debit card for these purchases. Now, this is because eventually you will get to a point where you're making about £1,000 worth of sale every single week. Taking this away from your card every single week might be expensive for some people because this is actually your own money. So I would say, unless you're someone who's already wealthy, you have a lot of money already laying around, then you can go ahead and use your debit card. But if you are not, then I would recommend using a credit card. Now, this is for several reasons. The first is that you're increasing your credit score, which is going to help you down the line. Secondly, this isn't your money, so you're able to just use it and you can return it as soon as you get paid. So you're actually not going to impact your credit in any way, shape or form, but you are proving to lenders that you're able to utilize money and pay it back. Secondly, it's easy for taxes down the line. It's easy to just know what your expenses were, what you spent on your business, and you can just do that calculation from there, because you're not mixing your personal purchases with your business purchases, so it makes it a lot easier. And the biggest thing really is that eventually when you are making £2,000 worth of sale, 3,000, 4,000, 2,000, it's just going to get even more expensive to continue to use your debit card for these purchases when you can just have a credit card to do so. Now, if you want to make this even better, I would recommend using a cashback credit card. This is going to earn you a lot more money. You're going to be making constant purchases. You're going to be earning about 2% back every single time. This is only going to add to your profit, which is just significantly better. So you're going to save a lot of money. So I definitely recommend using some sort of cashback credit card. Now, moving on from this, you don't want to spend too much time trying to find the right products, the golden products, because this is eBay dropshipping. The more listings you have, the higher the chance of you making a sale. Eventually, when you reach about 4,000 listings, 5,000 listings, you're going to be making a whole lot more money than someone who's on 1,000 or 2,000. So the more products you have listed, the better. And of course, it does take time. So you want to be listing about 10 products, 20 products eventually a day, and slowly build your way up. If you do want to know how I find my products, then I would recommend checking out the video I made on common questions for eBay dropshipping, and you'll be able to briefly see how I'm able to source my products. Now, this next one is one of the biggest, and this is something you do not want to do, and that would be trying to do dropshipping, eBay dropshipping manually. It's going to be a whole lot of headache, a whole lot of pain. It's going to be a very, very slow process if you try to do this manually, because you're going to have to manage your stocks, you're going to have to manage your listings, you're going to have to make sure the prices are updated manually, you're going to have to be sourcing your products individually. So trying to source about 20 to 15 products and listing every single one and writing the descriptions for every single one is going to make this a very, very long job. I personally use Lister, and you can find the link down in the description. It's one I've been using for a very, very long time when I actually started, and I definitely recommend it. It does the job for me. So this means I'm literally able to spend about 10 to 20 minutes per day on eBay dropshipping, and I can spend the rest of the day doing whatever I need to do. So now you don't want to be hesitant when it comes to returns. One of the biggest things about eBay dropshipping is just making sure you treat your customers in the most perfect and nicest way possible, because your customers are going to leave reviews, and these reviews can actually be seen by eBay if they decide to. And of course, these reviews are also going to increase your sales when people see them. But the best thing about sourcing from Amazon is that returns are very, very simple. So if a customer simply wants to return a product, I would recommend definitely allowing them to return the product. It just makes your life easier. Everybody wins. You don't lose money and they don't lose money. All you simply have to do is go on Amazon, find that product that that person purchased, and just ask for a return, and you're going to be given a barcode. You want to send this barcode to that person on eBay, and they're going to return that product straight to the person on Amazon. You're going to get your money back, and you just refund that money back to the person on eBay, so everybody wins. If you want to see the exact process of what I'm talking about, again, do check out that video on common questions, and you will see exactly how to do these things. Now, this next one is one you want to make sure you're doing, and this is calculating your expenses. You want to make sure you know exactly where your money is going, simply because there is a lot and a lot of fees on eBay. Ones you might not notice, especially when you eventually start signing up to different things, you will notice that there is a lot of fees. So assuming you're at the point I'm at, you might have to be paying for your shop, you will have to be paying for your software that you do use, you will also have to be paying for Amazon Prime, and then you will have all the eBay fees that you have to deal with. There is insertion fees, there's final fees, there's promoted listing fees, international fees, postage, and there's just all sorts of fees that you might have to deal with, ones that eBay can be taken out from every single purchase. So you want to make sure you calculate this total. Is really, really simple to do, but depending on when you pay yourself, whether that be every single day, every single week, at the end of the month, you just want to make sure after that payment, calculate the total expense from eBay and just calculate exactly how much you've earned. You want to pay that money back into your credit card if you're using a credit card, and you want to make sure you're on a bonus. You want to make sure that you're actually earning money. It's really hard to lose money. I'll be surprised if you're losing money. If you don't want to pay for Amazon Prime, then you can definitely use your friends or your families as well. So that's one way to save money. The best part about all of this is that this will begin to pay for itself eventually. When you're earning about £100 a week on profit, then of course that's going to pay out for most of your expense in the first week, and the rest of the 3 weeks in that month is going to be profit. Now, for the final thing, you do not want to be afraid to start. So a lot of people ask a lot of questions, which is perfectly fine, but eBay dropshipping is one that is actually a lot safer than like Amazon FBA, simply because you have to make a business account on that, and if your business account gets banned, then that's a whole complicated situation. eBay dropshipping is something that I got into without any knowledge at all. I was able to learn, I was able to research, and eventually I knew everything I needed to know in the space of, let's say, a couple months. And after doing this for several months now, it's something I would definitely recommend. You want to try new side hustles, try to make some money on the side. It's really not expensive to start. All you need is Amazon Prime and just some sort of software to help you. Now, if you do want to see my growth from dropshipping and all the things I've changed over time and all the things that I've learned, then click on this video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.